60% of the time, it works every time. What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and the phenomenal drip you see before you is my newest Elden Ring build, Dr. Thicc. Doctor because it is a inch strength hybrid, and Thicc because, Lord, look at those legs. It's clear he never skips leg day. But either way, let's talk about it. This build started as a anti-AFK farmer build using Starcrawler's Cry to yank people off rooftops, and it just kind of evolved, pulling in a couple of different strengthened weapons. Definitely a lot of fun to play, and one that deviates from the meta a little bit. So hopping into the stats, we are at 150, the community meta. 60 vigor for the soft cap, 23 mind giving us a pinch to cast. This is a thick boy, so we need 35 endurance to be a medium load with our heaviest loadout possible. Strength is our primary damage stat, put that at 55, dex at 13 for weapon requirements. Intelligence I would like higher, but because I started as a confessor, it's only at 20. That's also why I have 14 faith, but faith and arcane should be left at base, and anything you have left over would go into intelligence. So talking about the gear on the build, we have three primary weapons we're going to work with: Star Surge Greatsword, Cold Iron Greatsword, and Fallingstar Beast Jaw. Talk about Scar Surge, this thing's a little bit of a mixed bag. To be honest, this isn't very good in PvP. There are a couple of key attacks that work well. Of course, the jumping R1. The unique aspect of this is that when you go to two-hand it, you just get double swords. So we get double colossals for the cost of only having one weight-wise. So of course we get that nice, juicy jumping R1. On top of that, the running slash isn't terrible, and the backstep has this nice little 1-2 thing, but this is primarily a PvE weapon. Despite that, Starcrawler's Cry is fantastic for half of the weapon art. Now there's two parts here. On our first press, we yank people in. On our second press, we slam the swords. Now while that sword slam will kill pretty much anybody that gets caught in it, a lot of people are going to panic roll. But what is fantastic is when you use Starcrawler's Cry, people that are up in trees hiding AFK, people on top of churches, people on top of the boil prawn shack, you're just going to yeet them straight off the roof. And if they're in an area like, say, the tower in Caelid, in that little hallway, and you can't reach them, you're going to pop them for about 400 to 500 damage per cast. So really nice zoning tool. Obviously, anywhere that you're invading where gravity is a threat, you can use this to just yeet people right off cliffs, which you'll see in the PvP. So definitely a situational weapon, but one that I have some fun with. Moving on, Cold Iron Greatsword. This thing's fantastic. It actually just got a little scaling buff in 1.04, but with Cold, this has BC scaling and strength in 127 frost buildup. Pretty nice. Glintstone Pebble, of course, being a bit of a meta choice there. But all in all, this is just great. I mean, we have that backstep spin that's really nice on Greatswords. Just a solid moveset as long as you don't get parried. And then obviously, if somebody's chasing you, you can queue up and boom, Glintstone Pebble and thrust, and that is considered a confirm. So if the Pebble connects, the thrust is going to connect. And when it connects, it's going to do about 1400 damage. So a really solid weapon. On top of that, it's just simple. You know, sometimes just a plain old greatsword is what you need. Moving on down the list, we have the Fallingstar Beast Jaw. Now this thing is a PvE weapon that we're making work in PvP. And the reason I say PvE is Gravity Bolt is kind of slow. It's a bit easy to dodge, but this thing will chunk. This is spammable, very similar to something like, say, Hone Bolt or Lightning Strike. In PvE, it's absolutely monstrous. This build in general will just utterly crush PvE. I mean, let's watch what this thing does. See, they don't even know what to do. They're like, what is hitting us? And I'm surprised. I don't know why they didn't aggro. They should have aggroed. But either way, I mean, it hits really hard. It staggers. So it's a great PvE tool. On top of that, we have this nice, like, really juicy backstep slam. And I really like that with the curve of this thing. It's just like, I don't know. It's nice, you know? Besides that, it's a colossal. So we have a 3-swing moveset. A lot of people will try to trade into that, which is really nice because we have enough poise to tank a hit from smaller things like scimitars and katanas. So we throw that out, somebody rushes in, the second one comes out, and we're going to bonk him in the face for about 400 or 500 damage. And then from there, we can follow it up. So of course, we also have a Demi-Human Queen Staff on, and this is going to be nice because we can do our juicy attacks with this, and then we can go on in with some quick swipes with that. It's not going to deal a ton of damage because our int is lower, but you're going to get about 150 to 200 a swing, which is easily enough to chase somebody down and finish them off when they're low. Of course, you can use this from sprint, from jump, you know, you can combo it into stuff. So, all in all, not bad. Besides that, let's talk about some auxiliary stuff. We have a magic miser cord so that we can one-shot people off of parries. Ruven's Greatsword is mainly here for PvE, but I mean, it's a solid weapon. Obviously, 796 AR, can't really go wrong with it. Cold Grave Scythe is here to shut down people hiding behind a Great Shield. Jar Cannon is for sniping people on rooftops if for some reason I can't get them with my Starcaller Cry. And then besides that, we have a Magic Spiral Horn with Carrying Retaliation and an Erdtree Great Shield. We have the strength to use Erdtree, and I actually like using Erdtree a lot on this build. Just toss that on, but we can't use it with everything. As you can see, we're currently at a heavy load. If you're gonna run the Erdtree, you're gonna want to swap to your Cold Iron Greatsword. Now, the reason I like to have both this and Carrion is if somebody is spamming magic, Erdtree is going to be great, because even in 1.04, we're getting 700 to 800 damage on a Golden Retaliation with this. However, Carrion Retaliation is still going to be fantastic to shut down if there are multiple things coming at you. Carrion can also fully shut down the Moonveil Beam, whereas this you end up taking a hit. I don't know if you can fully parry Moonveil with it. Like, I've parried it, but I still take damage when I do, and I think it has something to do with how this functions, the fact that Moonveil has some AoE, whereas this will just absolutely shut it down. So even post-nerf, Carrion Retaliation is still decent. I mean, we're going to get 300-400 damage of it. It's not going to one-shot people, but either way, just having that on, and you throw it on now. If somebody's sitting there spamming Moonveil, and they keep doing it, and you're like, no, and then they do it again, and you're like, no, they're going to be like, oh wow, this isn't working. So it's a good deterrent. Of course, Demi-Human's Queen Staff, this gets a little bit of strength scaling, so we're at 190. There's not a lot of staffs we can work into this build because our int is so low. With higher, we could probably work in a like Carrion Glintblade staff or something like that. But because of how high our strength is, Demi-Humans performs pretty well. Now, as for our spell loadout, very, very simple here. Carrion Slicer, because as I mentioned, it's obviously just fast. Magic Glintblade, just to harass people. The idea is we're throwing that out, and then we're chasing on down people. We're running into them while the blades are chasing them. Those blades aren't going to hurt. They're going to hit like 150 to 200, but they don't know that. They're busy trying to dodge these blades, and then meanwhile, we're coming in with the sword, and we're bopping them for like 500-600 damage. As for Rock Sling, this is pretty much here just as like a PvE option. You're fighting something that's in the air, you can hit it, annoying birds or stuff like that. And also, you can mix it up in PvP. You can do a Glintblade into a Rock Sling, and one of them is probably going to catch somebody. So it's just more stuff to keep people on their toes. Going on down, though, let's talk about this fashion. Lionel's Helm, Malekith's Armor, Lionel's Gauntlets, and Lionel's Greaves. This gets you right at that 61 breakpoint, and it looks fantastic. I mean, that black and gold, that is a good look. We got a little bit of a Chun-Li thing going on here. I'm a big fan of it. Moving on down, Erdtree Favor +2, Great Jar's Arsenal, Green Turtle, and Shard of Alexander. Like I said, this is basically a strength build, as you can see. The casting is strictly supplementary. Besides that, for Wondrous Physic, we got temporarily boosting our poise, as well as Crimson Whirl. You could probably drop the poise boost, but that's going to allow us to trade with other Colossals and whatnot. So I do like it, because we could basically do that and then get off something like a Star Surge Greatsword and a gank, potentially. But that's going to be it. It's a pretty straightforward build. It's definitely a lot of fun to play, and like I said, it's mixing things up from what you see so much of in the meta. So either way, let's jump into some PvP and show you how it does. Now, this is actually the cheekiest place to invade with these, but let's see what we're working with. They're already active. These guys are probably over this way. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I see them. Goodbye. Oh, he's like a cosplay build. Come here, Edgar. Thick boys. fat man. Roll. I mean, you can spam Moonveil and I can spam Gravity Bolt. I think we can see which of those is going to win. Oh look, he won his fight too. How pleasant. My turn. The great thing I like about this is if they stop moving to cast or to heal, you bop them again. Goodbye, Lord. Okay. Calm down, boys. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Why are you rushing at me? Okay. Just gotta buy some time. That's one. That doesn't work how you think it does anymore, friend. Oh, the other invader's here. No, sir, this is my kill. I already killed one. I'm killing the other one. Naked man, fast casting, and everything else. It's supposed to be my kill. Ash Ketchum, go back to Pokemon. Power. Power has a friend. Oh boy, that hurts. Oh boy. Oh. That'll do, hosty. All right, host and his friend. Oh, and we're buffing. Okay. It's got the standard up. This is gonna be fun. See Rivers on the one. Oh man. Come on, cast something, please. If he does the ram again, I got it. Come on. You know you want to do it. Do the ram. Do it. Do it. That'll work. You know that can actually interrupt the ram and kill it? I don't usually use this for PvP, but I mean, against a filthy dual katana user. Seems fitting. Oh my god. Connection error, of course. Alright, we're gonna actually try fighting with our thing. As opposed to just blowing people up with the weapon art. Oh no, we got a mage, we got a mage. Oh no, I want the mage. I don't want the Greatsword guy. Oh my god. Come on, cast. And you're dead. A fellow large brim hat enjoyer. Oh wait, that's actual host. Ugh. Is there anything worse than somebody just spamming Bloodhound Step? I'm half... Part of me wants to help the host, but... I'll let the red try. Let's see what he can do. Red's going in. Ooh, he dodges the poke. Dashing away, looking for an opening, but those two colossal greatswords are definitely a large threat. He tries to go for the finisher, but with a weapon that's not going to be strong enough to even get the kill should he make the connection. A little bit of laggy damage coming on in, and the host is now grown bored and fallen asleep. Gets the poke, but it's only 588, but he gets a follow-up, a bleed proc. The host jumps in, and that's gonna be it. Melon is down, and Fun Crusher ready to go. Good job. Oh. Nope. Ah! I missed the dodge. GG, Fun Crusher. Oh, it's a rematch. Hey. Is that coming at me? Wait, is he just launching moons at me? Who's he launching them at? I want Fun Crusher. Nope. Oh, I rolled too early. Let's see. What are we up against? Man, it is just colossal after colossal. Got a hunter? Oh my god. Sleep. Right over my head. It's a cute little setup. It's like he's trying to do a guts moveset, but oh, that hurt. Get it! Oh. Yeah. It's not gonna work. It's not a true combo. Now he's frostbit. There it is. GG. Trailer Park Lord? Man, some of these names. Is it just one dude? It's one dude that has a katana. I mean, it's nerfed, but like, it still works. Oh, Fun Crusher! The reckoning has come. This time I shall be the one that is victorious. Hey! Let me blow up his mage friend first. Would you like to try that again? Okay, yeah, I can do that too. He's like, let me try something else. I like how Fun Crusher's just letting it happen. Oh man, I don't know who this guy is, if this cracks me up. Not that it matters. Oh, Blood Flame. Oh shit. Oh shit. Nope, not enough damage on that. It was an honor. But my superior drip prevailed in the end. Well, on that note, that seems like as good an invasion as any to wrap things up. Finally took down my fellow wide brim hat bro. But yeah, this is a pretty fun build. Like I said, lots of different tools at our disposal that all kind of fit into that theme of strength, just a little bit of int. Obviously our spells aren't the strongest, but I mean, this is more a strength build than anything. And obviously, I mean, God, that fashion, so much fun to fight with. Anyway, up next, we are gonna have a lightning build, because Faith got some major buffs in 1.04 in the form of poise on casts, so look forward to that. Either way, thanks for tuning in, as always, and I'll catch you all next time.